Hello everyone, welcome to Player 2 side. I have face cam now, so this is my face. Now that that's out of the way, I wanted to talk about my tier list chart for DBFZ. The reason why I want to talk about it is because when I last did it was before Bardock came out. So a lot has changed, there's been some updates to some characters, and also the addition of these four right here. So I kind of want to change some stuff. My thoughts about the tier list have definitely changed, and we're going to kind of try and do this with everybody still on the tier list. So we're going to move everyone around that I think needs to be moved around. Where should I start with this? Oh, first off, I should mention that it's still set play on the left side and Nooch on the right side, just so it's clear. So I guess we'll start with Adult Gohan. So Adult Gohan got hit a little bit. His EX legs got hit, and he no longer gets a hard knockdown mix-up off of EX Spin Knuckle or whatever the hell it's called. So that hit him a little bit, but I think he's still very good, and I think he's still majority set play, though that definitely hurt his set play a little bit. So we're gonna put him like down here for now. Cell is insane. I don't even know if to put him on Nooch or set play. I'm gonna put him in both because he's pretty. You know what? I'm gonna put him actually more towards the set play because most people want to play Cell with characters, right? So we're gonna put him more towards the set play. But he's definitely like one of the best characters now. Kid Buu, I think we're gonna kind of put in the center here, but I'm just gonna tie him with Cell. The thing about Cell is that Cell is extremely well-rounded. His assist is good, his Nooch is pretty good, his mix-ups are pretty good, and his damage is very good. His ability to play on anywhere, on like any point, whether you put him as first, second, or last on your team, it don't matter. He plays extremely well no matter what. Kid Buu, a little bit less so. I think with Kid Buu, you definitely want him either first or last. Either you want to use his extremely good neutral with 2M and 5M and Jump M, as well as his decent Fireball Key Blast game, and he has a Kamehameha as well. So like he has a very good Nooch, so if you want to play him first, I could see that to get the hit. But then you want to go into a character like 18 or something that has really good set play. And then after that, you use Kid Buu for his assist. Kid Buu's assist has extreme amount of lockdown, works really well with Cell here. I would say Kid Buu and Cell are on the same level. It's just they're slightly different in the way that you approach them. Cell is kind of like an all-round great, and Kid Buu's like his Nooch is insane. His solo mix-ups are pretty good. And his assist is really good for pressure, not for comboing, and not really for Nooch, where Cells kind of covers a combo and Nooch a little bit better than Kid Buu's does. 16 got hit a little bit too. Obviously, he no longer has that hard knockdown mix-up, so we're just gonna move 21, and we're gonna put him right here. He's definitely got hit a little bit worse. I still think he's worse than Adult Gohan, though not too much worse now. I would say, though they're pretty close to the same. Very good, but I would say pretty fair now. I would say they're pretty. Both of them are not messed up anymore. They're definitely a little bit on the fair side of good. Okay. So now we got, let's just go with Black. Black, I think, still has very good neutral, but I'm going to put him, like, down here. He definitely got hit a little bit. He didn't get hit a little bit. I think people just figured him out. People are just describing him as the Wesker of this game. And if you're unfamiliar with Wesker in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was considered to be one of the best characters in the game early on. As the game progressed, he was still considered a very good character, very viable, but other characters stood out more than him by the end of the game. So, like Wesker is probably top 10 in the game, maybe. But he's just not as good as everyone thought he was. I think that's with Goku Black. And the reason why is because the dude don't have a 2L. He doesn't even have a rapid fire 2L. So he doesn't have a low 2L that will hit you low, that you have to block low for. And he can't even like hit it more than once. So his pressure isn't that scary, and his mix-ups aren't that scary. He's got a decent nooch with the dive kick and the God Slicer, and the Kamehameha obviously, and a great assist. So like he's a good character, but he's just not where he used to be. Hit, I'm gonna put Hit down here. Hit is not scary at all to me anymore. He definitely has some good neutral, right? He definitely has some good neutral, but he's just not frightening to fight. As long as you block high, you have no reason to block low against him. You can see his 2M coming. So the only thing you gotta do is block high and watch for cross-ups. And throws, obviously. So like his mix-up game is just not that strong. Just not as strong as it used to be. Or not even what it used to be. It's just not as strong as it ever was. It's just people thought he was good because Sonic Fox was good. But he's just not that good. Genuinely don't think he's that good. Alright, so let's go left from where we were. Trunks is like where Goku Blue is right now. Trunks is the same problem with a few other characters I'm going to mention, is that he has no real mix-up. The little spin thing he does, the jump spin or whatever you call it, it's decent. It's kind of hard to stay in front with it, and it's kind of hard to cross up, like time the cross up meaty with it. So it's not that good, and he doesn't have a low hitting light. Matter of fact, the only low he has is the slide, which is relatively slow compared to most mids, or most medium lows. So, got a good assist. He's got everything. He's got all the tools that make a good character, but he's lacking a mix-up ability. And in this game, right now, that's really, really necessary. That's really, really necessary. So without that, I can't put him very high on the tier list. So now we're gonna do 21. 21 is not as good as I thought she was, and I actually don't think she is in a set play lean. I definitely think she's in a nooch lean. She's still very good, but in order to play her, you have to play certain characters with her. It kind of limits your ability to play different characters, which isn't necessarily a problem, but those other characters you need to play with aren't exactly the strongest. So like Goku, both the Gokus make a lot of sense, but both the Gokus are very much mid-tier characters. If you wanted to play her with Kid Buu, you can't really do that because Kid Buu's assist is for pressure, and what she needs is a pressure assist certainly helps, right? But what she needs is an assist that allows her to one-touch kill you. She needs something that pops you up from that slam she does, and his won't do it. So she doesn't get that mix property because most of the assists she has to use don't exactly work well with or I should say, most of the assists she has to use don't exactly have good block stun. Though two exceptions to them is maybe Cell and 16. They have decent block stun, but they're not like on the level of Gotenks or Kid Buu. And Gotenks and Kid Buu don't work very well with 21. And that's just kind of the thing, is that her whole meta is to 2M you, slam you, kill you, right? She wants to win the neutral and then hit you hard. And in order to do that, she needs the proper team. And her mix isn't that scary. I mean, she's got a decent mix. Don't get me wrong. But it's less scary than you think. Leffen definitely makes this character look better than she is, because he's very good at tech chasing. He's very good at finding where you want to go and catching you. But unless you have that skill, which is very hard to develop in this game, it's just a hard character. It's a harder character than these four right now, right? Gotenks. I'm going to put Gotenks on the same level as 21. They're about the same, although I would say he's a lot more set play. I'm going to put him more like right over here. Just because he's got those rapid fire lights that if he does jump light, he'll do a triple overhead, which only a few characters can do, and they have like specific properties they have to do. Like Piccolo can do it, but he's got to be relatively high up in the air, and you have to hit both mediums and then light. This guy, you just mash light and you'll get 3 overheads easy. Jump H is really good. 2M is deceptively good. Like if you look at the hitbox of it, it's terrible, but actually it seems to do pretty well. And then the little, what are they called? Spinning mixer? I don't know what it's called. The little Tatsumaki Senpukaku he does. That's very much a thing that works well in the neutral, and it's plus on block. The little fists are plus on block with an assist. He's a good character. Definitely top 10. I don't know if he fits any higher than that, though. I think he's just kind of fine where he's at. I think where I have him is pretty good. Ginyu. Ginyu's tough. There's been a lot of Ginyus coming out lately. There's been a lot of Ginyus coming out lately, and I don't know. He might be good where he's at. He might be good where he's at. I'm going to leave him where he's at for now. And I'm going to put 18 for now on par with him. For now. I think 18 is slept on. 100%. I think if you've seen CEO and you saw some of the 18 players there, including Sonic Fox, who was trying out 18, right? I think she's strong. I just think there are other characters that are stronger, but now that unfamiliarity is making her a little bit stronger, right? So now that everybody's aware of the mix-ups of Teen Gohan or Adult Gohan and Cell and 16, they're aware of these mix-ups, right? People are aware of this. Even 21, they're more aware than 18. So the mix-ups of 18 are hard to figure out. Same thing with Ginyu. That there's more Ginyus popping up. There's not enough Ginyus for his stuff to be like familiar to a lot of players. So that's good. I think that's definitely a thing that's going to work out for him. So now it's definitely like this character's either better than I think or where she's at. I don't think she's any worse than this. So Frieza. I think Frieza goes down right where Hit is. And I'm not sure. They actually like should be like right on top of each other, but I'm gonna put him like right here. I don't think Frieza is bad, but I think you have to build a team around Frieza, and I think Frieza can only play point because his assist sucks. It sucks for like you can't even do like 6M to assist, which every other assist will do, except for 18s. But every other assist you can do 6M into assist and combo it. You can't do that with Frieza's assist unless you're in the corner. It's like, why? Certainly it works decently in other situations, and I think by himself, Frieza is a decent character with good assists. Definitely you can make him work, but I don't think he's very good. I definitely think he's more nooch. He's not his set play is not that oppressive. Tien I'm actually going to put like right here. He probably deserves to be more on the set or on the nooch side of things though. He's below Gotenks in 21, but this is like the new Trunks in my opinion. The reason why he's the new Trunks is because he's got a decent assist, right? He's got some decent pressure. People are like, oh, this character's fair. Besides this character's damage, which is pretty unfair, this character is fair. His neutral isn't super good, but you still have to win the neutral to get shit going. There's a few things I would like changed about him. I play Tien now, so there's a few things I would like changed about him to make him more like up here. But for right now, I think he's kind of okay where he's at. I think he's the new Trunks of the game, which is the fair tier, right? We mentioned fair tier, I think, in the last video. That's where he's at. Okay, so who's next? Vegeta. So Vegeta, You guys are gonna probably think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna put Vegeta like right here. So we were talking about how Tien is fair tier just a minute ago, right? We were talking about how Tien is fair tier. Essentially, Vegeta has everything Tien has, but also a really, really good assist. He doesn't quite have the damage Tien has, but his neutral's better as well as. So I have to put him above Tien. I think Vegeta works with just about every team, unlike 21. And I think his neutral is better than Gotank's. But I don't think he beats 16. I don't think he beats Adult Gohan. I don't think he beats these 4 right here. So I have to put him above these guys, but I don't quite think he's top 5, but he's definitely top 10, right? I think everybody can agree on that. So I think he's in that top 10 argument, certainly. Okay, so Goku now. Goku, I'm going to put right on par with Goku Black. I'm going to put him over here, though, so you can see him. Tien, that is. People were saying Goku Black's better than Goku. I think that myth has been dissolved. Really, when you talk about it, their toolkit is different, but neither one is worse. Where you have some neutral stuff going on, better neutral stuff going on. I'll put them over here, actually. Now that I think about it. Because, like, Goku Black's neutral is better than Goku's neutral. But I don't think Goku Black's a better character. I think he has some great utility with all of his supers working in the air. Which is very good, obviously. They both have Kamehameha waves. With their own gimmicks, right? Goku can aim his up, and Goku Black has the command grab. Their neutral is pretty similar, despite the obvious 2H issue, where Goku's 2H is questionable, and Goku Black's 2H is questionably insane. So, but Goku being able to get a slide knockdown off everything, if I backdash 5H you, I get a slide knockdown. I don't know if any other character does that, now that I think about it. Not without spending meter, at the very least. So, he gets a slide knockdown, no meter, every time. And the Kamehameha, double Kamehameha, the DHC into yourself, that extra damage is very good, even though it throws them out of the corner, technically. But so does the level 3. So it's like, in the level 3, you get a decent mix off the level 3 as well. So, that's all good. I think the characters are both good. And I think they're both on par. They're just two different things. If you're looking to play, like, Goku second, I think you might want to play Goku Black. Because Goku Black has a better neutral with assists backing him up. But Goku is a better comeback character by himself because purely because of his damage and ability to get a level 3 off anything, which is very good. I think he's a very good character. Goku Blue, I'm actually gonna leave where he's at. I might put him. I'm gonna move these two characters over because those two are definitely changing, and I'm gonna put him more towards good set play because he's got himself a little bit more mix-ups. Like he's got the command grab, right? He's got his light auto combo, 2 hits of light auto combo. You got that low, and then you can either do 2M, which is another low, or go for the ender, which is an overhead. So he's got like pseudo mix-ups. They're not really insane or anything. I wouldn't say his mix-ups are crazy, but he's still very good, I think. I think he's still very viable. But once again, his assist sucks. And he's got good damage. And he does have a low hitting 2L. Despite popular belief. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, he has a low hitting 2L. Man. You just don't see him enough. So I'm not really sure where to put him. I think I'm going to leave him where he's at. But yeah. I don't know where else to put him. Yamcha. I'm going to put him more towards set play. I want to put him like right here. I'm going to have his head popping out right next to the two Gokus. Right, got himself a Goku sandwich. I think his assist is very good. It's always been very good. I'm sure I mentioned that in the last video. His assist is very, very good. And Kazunoko is definitely making this character work as like a secondary. If you got the right assist with him, the character's still scary, right? I think I can't put him on the same level as Goku and Goku Black because his comeback factor, unless you're Kazunoko, who is crazy good, I don't see him being a good comeback character at all. And as a secondary character, even as a secondary character, his damage is weaker than either of the Gokus, or as Ginyu, or as 20 or 18. Like all these characters, I can't put him above them. But if you did, I would understand why you do, because Kazunoko makes this character look crazy. So I don't know. Beerus is the worst character in the game. I'm just gonna put him down there. I have changed my mind about the worst character in the game. Don't worry. So his fucking buttons suck. His mix-up game sucks. His 2H sucks. His damage, he doesn't even, he can't get a slide knockdown, can he? I don't think he can. He's got the same problem as 21, but he's not nearly as good as 21 in the neutral area, nor can he like one-touch kill everyone in the cast easily like 21 can. So whatever. Who cares? I'm gonna leave him right here. I think he's fine right here. I still think he's worse than most of the characters. He's got some decent leg mix-up stuff. I don't know if you... I would have to put him over in set play, though, slightly. So I'd do that. That's all I would change with him. Not much to say. Breaker Dave's like the only good Teen Gohan I can think of off the top of my head. So, whatever. I might get hate for this, too, but Krillin is up here. I remember thinking that this character wasn't nearly as good, but then after I played with the character a bit, I was like, ooh, this character's got some stuff that people don't know about. Like you do a block string into like Gotank's assist, rock, meet, and then you like 2L or 2M him, and it's like you have to block low overhead. If you don't, you get clipped, and it's so easy to get clipped in that situation. Like it's super easy. And he's pretty good. Like I genuinely don't think he's bad. Very viable character. You just need to work really hard with him. That's all I can say about him. I ain't got much to say. Vegeta Blue sucks. I still don't see anything good about him. So he's staying there. Piccolo. Piccolo still has good nooch. He has really good jump buttons. So we're going to put him like right here. I don't think he's... you know what? I'm going to put him on par with Yamcha. Yeah, we'll put him on par with Yamcha. Now, while Yamcha is definitely good for the assist and decent by himself, this character is obviously, his objective is to be by himself. You can also, I suppose, use like a hook gang god type thing where you're using one of these characters or maybe even this character or this character to win the neutral and then get him in. That works too. Because his neutral is good. Very good. Jump light, super good. Jump M, super good. Jump H, all of his jump buttons are super good. No question about it. But his set play is really good too, right? He's got the Hellzone grenade mix up. He's got the command grab that is just an S. That's kind of hard to see, right? Damage is kind of low, right? But not as low as we thought initially, I think. Or not as low as I thought initially, at least. Not as low as, like, Yamcha. Right? He might even be higher. He might be on par with the Piccolo. Or with the Goku, sorry. So he might be on par with the Gokus. Now, he shouldn't be this far in neutral. I'm just putting him over here so you can see everyone. So, yeah, I think he's pretty set with the Gokus. I think he's mid-tier, not a bad character, not as good as Tien, not as good as 21, not as good. I agree with all this. I can agree with all this. But on par with 18, I would say is fair, right? Where she suffers in the neutral, he doesn't suffer nearly as much. But she can at least get damage relatively easy, but she can't get super high damage like Tien. So, whatever. Nappa. We'll put him on par with Teen Gohan. I don't think he's terrible anymore, but I don't think I know that there's some people that say he's the worst character in the game, but I genuinely don't see how you can think Beerus is better than him. Because at least I can see what's good about him. I can't see what's good about Beerus. And I also can't see what's good about Vegito. So, I think right here. 5H is good button. Doesn't have any armor. Probably needs armor. Cyber mix-ups, real good, right? Unfortunately, that's about it. His assist is alright. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Yeah, that's where he goes. Majin Buu. Now, originally I was like, this character sucks. Put him down here. I think if you don't optimize the team for this character, he does belong down here. If you optimize the team, he becomes more like up here. Like right on par with Krillin. The mix-ups of this guy, if you get the right team, he will not let you play. Period. He does not let you play. But the execution required for the mix-ups that he's doing, comparatively to the other characters that have really good mix-ups, it's like, wow. Because, like, you need a team that lets you, like a beam assist, that lets you get the fat roll in the corner, right? Then you restand and get a mix-up. You get your mix-up, you hit them, you do the little cartwheel, and then you have to air dash and get your damage. And you get your damage, and it's around 4,000. If I do a regular ass B&B with this guy, I'm doing 4,000 every time. So, he's good, but you have to build the team around him being good. So this is under the assumption that you've built a team that makes him good. In which case, I think he's solid. But there are probably better choices. And Beerus is down here, yeah. So, now we can apply the DLC characters that we have over here. I've been waiting to do this. I was going to wait until all the DLC was out, but I think it's appropriate now because I'm pretty sure some of these top tier characters are going to get nerfed. Speaking of top tier characters, boom, Bardock. So where does Bardock go? I think Bardock is in the middle, and I think he's above Adult Gohan. Lariat makes his neutral very good. He's got some really good jump buttons. But after a level 3, that 236M mix-up, that is so impossible to deal with. They can late air dash towards the end of it, or they can go low. And no option is really good, because they can also bait your stand S, or your reflect, sorry. They can bait your reflect. So this character is tough. His assist, surprisingly decent. Not unlike Yamcha's in the sense that it comes out extremely fast, locks down not nearly as well as Yamcha's, but I gotta say, not a bad assist. Works well for comboing. Goichi has showed that plenty of times. And I think, I don't know. He's top 3. I think he's below Cell and Kid Buu. And if you wanted to put Teen Gohan above him, okay. I could see that, I guess. He's Teen Gohan, or sorry, Adult Gohan. I keep saying Teen Gohan. Adult Gohan is like, his pressure is better, right? But this character's neutral is better. I don't know. The character is insane. I'll just leave it at that. And his damage is really good. And why is it that when you D8C from Cell, that you can get a shoulder after? You know that? You guys know that? So if you do a combo with Cell, he does his energy field, and then you call in Bardock. Bardock throws the Riot Javelin. There's a just frame, meaning it's literally on the frame of. If you do this just frame, you can go into the shoulder, cash in the second bar, and then level 3 with whatever other character you have. And it's like, why can they do that? Why is it that these two characters can do that? And he's got an invincible level 1. This character is dumb. This character is dumb. Okay. Broly. Broly's a lot tougher. Especially because I don't know where to put him in set play or nooch. Because he's got really good buttons, but I think he's scariest when he's in the corner. So, I'm going to put him... I'm going to move these two characters over. I'm going to move some of these characters over, right? And the thing is, I got Ginyu in set play, but he's also got really good neutral. Like, his neutral's pretty good. We're going to put Broly, like, right there. I don't think he's quite as good as Ginyu or 18, but he's pretty alright. More of a command grab, if you press buttons you get fucked up kind of character, than a like straight high-low mix character. But he's definitely a threat, especially if you get him. But he's one of those characters that, once again, you need the right team. You need the. He works really well with the Gokus. He works really well with Vegeta. Those two things, one of those characters, of those three characters, he kind of needs. So that's obviously always a problem when a character is kind of limited. You get a character like Cell, and he's not limited to shit. You get a character like Bardock, he's not limited to shit. 16, he's not limited to shit. Kid Buu, honestly, isn't limited to shit. And neither is Adult Gohan to a lesser extent than the others. But you can really just get away with anything. With a lot of these lower tier characters, you'll see that a lot of them can't get away with everything. So that's kind of an important thing to note. Zamasu. You don't see a lot of Zamasu yet. I think a lot of people are like, this character is going to be good. I think the character has really good buttons. 100%, undeniably very good buttons. Besides his 2H. His 2H is trash. I don't understand why his 2H is like that. Set play is there. Neutral is there. Damage is questionable. Kind of hard to get damage without assists. So he's definitely a point or secondary character, which is not a problem. I think his assist is, of the DLC characters, probably the best assist. Although Bardock's assist is very good. But essentially, it's like Broly's assist. It kind of comes out slowly, but covers a lot more screen than Broly's does. So it works better for neutral. Kind of hard to combo off of, though. So I'm not sure how good it is as an assist. Flight. Obviously, you can block during flight. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to put him... I kind of want to put him in between... like right here. I think this is kind of where I would put him. I think until I see something that really goes, wow, this character is insane. Until I see that, I can't put him higher than a lot of these other characters. Because I've already seen stuff that makes me go, man, these characters are insane. But I haven't seen something that makes him go above what these characters are. So, Vegeta. I hate this fucking character. Anyone that plays online probably hates this character because you see him constantly. Because, you know, the truth is people like to press buttons. Pressing buttons feels good. Push the buttons. You fuck, get in there and you fuck. And what this character does is let you press a lot of buttons. His block streams never seem to end. There are places where you can reflect, but it's always kind of a guess after reflect. So if they do the first hit of light auto combo, the second hit of light auto combo, and then 2L, you can always reflect 2L. But when you reflect 2L, they can do 2M afterwards, which means you might have to reflect 2M afterwards. Then after you reflect 2M afterwards, then they do 6S. And then it's like you have to keep reflecting to get them off you. But if you reflect the 2L, if you reflect the 2L every time, right? You go to reflect, they go for the 2L, you reflect it, then you try to reflect the 2M, they delay it, and then they hit you with a raw 2M. There's no beating his block strings until there is like a definite method, which is if you have a level 3 and you see 2L, level 3 it. That's a true method, right? You can level 3 his 2L, or you can invincible reversal it, which is only available to 4 characters. So what do you do against his pressure? It's insane. His neutral is not terrible either. His 5L is maddening. I try to like cross up jump, and because auto combos are dumb and spin, like if I try to jump to the other side of you, you'll spin to the other side and do the light auto combo. The light auto combo is so active and has such a big hitbox that it will catch you jump cross up so often. So often. It's insane. It's so frustrating. And they get a full combo off of it every time. I don't know what else to say about this character. And his damage, oh my god, don't even get me to his damage. His damage is so good. He can do 5,000 by himself. Easily. Every time. Off like lights. Not quite, probably not. But he has an insane amount of damage. He just doesn't stop hitting you. I don't know where to put him in set play or nooch, because he's definitely like block stringing you. He doesn't have a fast low hit. That's the one thing. If this character had, if like 2L was 6L and he had a low hitting 2L, this character's donezo. This character's up there. This character's super good. Obviously a point character, his assist isn't that great, but I don't know. I'm gonna put him under. I'm gonna put him under Gotenks and 21. But I actually don't think this character's that bad. Like, you can't get him off you. And maybe this is just... Maybe it's just me that thinks this character's this good. But I don't see a good way of dealing with him yet. And because I can't see that, everything else he has is good. Like, his conversions are good. He's got air supers that are very good. All of his supers are like universally good, right? You can even get like a follow-up if you use like Vegeta assist off his level 1. So he's good. He's very good. Do I have him in top 10 right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true, because I'll probably put Tien. Well, I guess Tien would still be in top 10. I don't know if this character's top 10 yet. I genuinely don't know. But I think he's very good. Of the DLC, he's the second best, easily. Mostly because the DLC, like Zamasu and Broly have very clear weaknesses. His only clear weakness is his 2L not being a low. So I don't think he's that good. But I don't know. I guess because I could see him being better than Goku. He's a lot more frightening than Goku to me. So I'm not sure if he's more frightening than Tien, though. Maybe I'll put Tien a little bit higher. Ooh. put 21 just slightly higher too, and Go Tank slightly higher. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. So I think this is my tier list. I'm pretty sure. I'm looking it over. It's a lot. Everything's a lot closer than it was before, right? Despite the fact you're seeing basically these 5 characters up top here, more than anything. Well, I guess, and this guy. But you're seeing like these characters more than anything. I still don't think this game is that poorly balanced. Like, if you... The truth of it is that you need one of these top 6 characters. Right? But if you were using 2 of these top 6 characters and fucking Krillin, I bet you could make it. 100%. If you were using these top 3 characters and Hit, I bet you could make it. Like, genuinely. Like, if you're good enough, you definitely need some of these top tiers to make your team great. But I definitely think every character in this game is viable, given they're in a proper team. If you put Nappa with Vegeta and then anchored Teen Gohan, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to make it. I'm sure there's some synergy there, but you could definitely pick a better team. You could definitely pick a better team. So, yeah, I think this is where it is. I think every character is viable at a top level. I mean, we saw Sonic Fox destroying people with 18, right? And she's like down here in the top 15 range, right? So, because like the difference between like her, Ginyu, the Gokus, and Piccolo are not that different at all. Like I think these characters are very close to being similar, like very close to being like on par with each other. So, personally, that's where I have this. Also, one other thing is that Zamasu, I think I already mentioned this, but Zamasu probably doesn't need to be in set play. He's got decent neutral as well, but I think his set play stuff is the scary stuff. So, there's that. Anyways, this is my tier list for the current state of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I can't wait until more characters come out. There's 4 more, I think, coming out. 4 more? 4 more coming out, and then I imagine a balance patch, because I'm sure they're aware that they're seeing a whole lot of these 3 actually, and even more Go Tanks, although people are already starting to drop Go Tanks a little bit, but like there's these 3 right here, they're fucking everywhere, and I'm sure they realize that, and there's still a lot of Vegeta and whatever, but they just need to buff these characters, make everybody buff, make everybody strong. Make everybody strong. Like, make hits 2M not slow as shit. That's a good start. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, right? There's options here to open up this roster more. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. I definitely want to hear what everybody thinks. I find the tier list argument, especially now, during this period of these 3, very interesting, because it kind of goes, well, these 3 are going to get nerfed, right? Who's going to be top, right, after that? Who's getting buffs? Who needs buffs? That's kind of what I'm more interested in, because it's obvious that these 3 need nerfs. Everyone else I think is pretty okay, but these 3 need nerfs, right? So, alright, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.